Hello, it's Daniel Piatek. How are you? I hope you're doing well and that summer is treating you very, very well. I'm coming in from the office here just outside of Barcelona where I live in northeast of Spain in Catalonia, where they celebrate here not only the solstice of summer, but also on the 23rd of June every year. There's a big celebration called the Revetlla de Sant Joan, which is, or in Spanish, Verbena de San Juan, but it's this St. John's Day, St. John the Baptist, to celebrate him. And here it's a major celebration of, I would say that where it came from, probably from pagan days, had to do with letting go, of really getting rid of the old to make way for the new. And that's something I wanted to talk about today, about how we actually let go of the old to make way for the new. Because right now, in many of the clients I'm working with, in my own life, my friend's life, there's so much coming up. So it's probably been this way for you, I would imagine, also this whole year. Sorry, I'm just doing something on my screen so that something's not bothering me anymore. Is that this whole year has been a year of a lot of change, a lot of stuff coming up. People are having a lot of challenges, even when you're aware or can see them in a positive light, a lot of challenges. And so I want to talk a little bit today about how you actually deal with moving through challenges by becoming aware and letting go of the old, of what's not serving you any longer, and how to find your way to move into what's new and what's waiting for you, what's calling for you in your life. So the first thing is that I mentioned in the post about a little bit about astrology. So I'm not going to go on about this too long because I am certainly not an expert in this matter. But this year, there's something going on astrologically that I think has helped me a tremendous amount to kind of understand and frame what's happening. So very briefly, if you want more, go to YouTube. There's lots of videos on this. So Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node in the sign of Capricorn all year. So basically, in the light of what it is that we are talking about here today, is so Saturn, rules, the laws, the things you must do, in life. Pluto, transformation, things need to change now. South Node, for each of us individually, it's what we came into this life from our previous lives that it's time to let go of, to clear, to move beyond, to move through, to let go of, so that we can make our way into what we came here to do in terms of creating new in this world. Capricorn is basically taskmaster, realistic, getting down to it. So the energies, one of the major conglomerations of energies for this year is it's time to finally clear that thing that you brought in this world to clear so that you can move on. And oh my gosh, not everybody, but almost everybody I know is really up against it in different ways this year, and more recently also again now. We have 2 eclipses coming up next month. So there's a lot of energy stirring. So enough about that. So the first thing is to see it is the year, it's the time when major stuff is coming up to be cleared. And that's the celebration here in Catalonia on the 23rd of June, is to people bring stuff out in the streets and burn it, let go of the old. And then it's a celebration to call in and to invite the new. So I'm going to speak more about this, but I want to let you know that in a few hours, Sheilaa Hite, a dear colleague and friend of mine, and I are giving a free webinar in which we're going to be talking about these things and giving you 5 tools in order to rewrite the story of your life. So check out in the description box, there's a link there to sign up, and even if you can't make it, you'll be getting the replay, so check it out. Because we're going to be doing some real practical, giving some practical tools on how to actually change the story that you're living. So how to move out of that which is old, which no longer fits, to move into that which is calling you forward. So check that out. Would love to see you. Would love to have you there. So a lot of people are dealing with a lot right now. You probably are also. So the first thing to know is that this is the year to do that. And the energies around us are really encouraging, forcing, pushing, and in some ways it feels like demanding that you let go of the things that no longer serve you in life. So to rewrite the story of your life, which is what we're talking about tonight, is one way to see that is we are living out stories in the way that we choose what we're doing today, what we're doing tomorrow, in how we choose unconsciously because of all of the information, the programming, the cultural, the genetic programming that we've inherited, that we've been around. I just realized I can't see the comments, so I will check the comments soon. If you guys have comments at all or questions, please feel free to leave them, and I'll check them in just a minute. So there's a lot in us that we're not consciously aware of that is really writing our future for us by all the choices that we're making right now, in how we respond to the present moment, and how we vision or dream up what we want to be creating with our lives. Is that there's a tremendous amount that we can't see, that we're not aware of, that is already prescribing what's possible for us. So the thing is, all is not lost. All is not lost because there are ways out of this. But the first thing to know is first of all, that is true. And so for any of you that have done any work on yourself or examined your life at all, have seen the ways in which, oh my gosh, I had no idea that was going on. I had no idea that I was seeing it that way, and that wasn't really true. But it's really deep. And the first thing to know is it is really deep. But that's not the end of the story, because there are ways to see beyond that, because there's a part of us, a part of who I am, a part of who you are, that isn't limited by those beliefs, those attitudes, those opinions, the limitation. It's the deepest part of us, the part of us that's still connected to our source, that we have access to because it is who we are. But if we don't know how to connect in with it, how to find our way beyond and through these things that we don't realize are covering our eyes, that are covering our ears, then it's very difficult to break out of patterns that we're so used to having happen. And in many cases, we wonder, why is this still happening? So I guess one thing I really want to say, and I've been really working with clients on this, is just to first of all see, okay, that's just the way it is. It's like to realize that you're probably giving yourself a hard time for that. You're probably in some ways believing there's something wrong with you because you can't change this thing you really want to change, or the future, the situation, the relationship, the job, the whatever it is you want to create, or you really feel like, oh my gosh, I really want to have that or do that in my life, and you just, no matter how hard you try, you can't get there, is that there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you haven't yet been taught, you haven't been encouraged, supported, inspired, and guided in how to do it differently, so that those things that are limiting your perspective, limiting your view, limiting your ability to see, to feel, to hear, that you don't realize are limiting you, how to see beyond them, how to hear beyond them, how to feel beyond them, how to know beyond them. This is not rocket science. It's not difficult, but we're not taught how to do this. And there are ways to do it. So I'm going to check comments here in a second to see if anybody has any comments or questions. Would love to respond to them. And I would just invite you to check out in the comment in the description for this video the link to the webinar in which we will be sharing with you tools to get beyond all of this. Tools to get beyond all of this so you can be guided by and be fueled by and in touch with that deeper part of you, the more authentic part of you that is feeling like, I want that. This is not enough. I'm capable of more. So come join us. Would love to see you. So let me see if anybody has commented at all. And I'm using a new technology here, so I apologize. I've got to see if I can find where this is. I can't find this. Anyway, so there are ways of getting beyond all of this limitation. And I just encourage you to join us tonight. Check out our webinar. If you can't make it tonight, please go ahead and register. And that way you'll get the replay sent to you and you'll be able to have those tools, have those ways of getting beyond this. The ways of getting beyond this. I can't see. Why can't I find my way? Why is it that I feel like there's more for me in my life? And I may even have some idea what it is, but no matter how hard I try, I can't get there. It's because this is in the way and you don't realize it is. But there are ways beyond it. So check out by clicking on the link in the comment box or in the description box and go and register for the free webinar that Sheilaa Hite and I are giving that we've entitled Rewriting Your Own Story, 5 Tools for Authoring Your Greatness. Rewrite the story that you've been living and allow that deeper part of you to write more and more of your story. That part of you that feels unsatisfied by that situation in your life. The part of you that knows there's more of you, there's more to give, there's more to contribute, there's more to express. That deeper part of you, how to learn how to give the pen to that part of you so that it can write the story of your life as it unfolds day by day, getting what it is that you so want in your life. Come join us. It starts in a couple hours, and I look forward to seeing you. All right, bye for now.